Hello everyone, my name is Veritas, and this is a bit of a State of the Union address, State of the Channel, like a mid-year update. I want to do these kind of, update videos every couple months. I haven't done one yet, but I figure there's enough stuff going on in the background now that it warrants a video. So if you're uninterested in what's going on in the background, you may click off now and go find some other video of mine to watch. If you're curious as to why uploads have been very infrequent and things have been kind of slowing down, I might have mentioned on Twitter that some things have exploded, then this will be an explanation to that, as well as some info on how things are going to be handled in the near future. So, if you're curious, a couple weeks ago, my computer partially exploded, and it is very, very inconvenient and difficult for me to record any content. It's possible to do it, but the way I would have to do it is very, very inconvenient, and it's kind of 50-50 on if the video will actually record at all. I don't know if this is out yet or not, but there is a part of a Let's Play that we were doing that the audio is completely gone from my end because there was an issue with it about halfway through, so there's, 50% of the video just doesn't have my audio in it because of, this problem. So until I can get either a new computer, which will take some time if I were to order one from, one of those computer places, get an actual, tower computer, built a gaming PC, which is an eventual goal of mine to have a nice gaming PC. I'd like one by the end of this year, but that's, neither here nor there. So basically, yeah, my computer partially exploded, doing anything YouTube related very inconvenient and difficult. Like I said, it is possible, but it's kind of up in the air and whether or not it actually works. So it makes it kind of, it makes it so you don't really want to do anything that, is new. I don't really want to do anything in, say, like Dark Souls 2, because I have no idea if the content will even be there when we're done with our recording session. There have been a couple videos I have recorded with it like it is, and they've turned out okay, but like I said, there have been some issues where, video or audio is missing, and that just worries me and kind of is just frustrating, and it's kind of defeating to just have, your stuff just stop working at random. So I do have some videos from before and just after the incident that I can upload. I was going to use them to kind of break up upload monotony, say I uploaded, a week of Dark Souls 2 and I wanted to have something different go up so I could upload some BioShock 1, kind of break up what's going on so it's not the same content every single day or same game every single day. It's kind of what I was doing with co-op chat with Dark Souls 1, though it kind of defeated the purpose because co-op chat that we did at that time was in Dark Souls 3, so it was still Dark Souls content. Regardless, I do have a couple things I can have go up in the meantime, but like I said, it's very difficult to do anything new right now, so it's basically I'm working off of the backlog of content, which is not very large. So like I said, there's a bit of an issue there with what's going on. I did mention that I can still record stuff, but it is kind of 50-50 on whether or not it actually works, so I'm kind of, not wanting to even risk it. I'd rather just, not have to worry about it just not working, have something really awesome happen, then have the footage completely gone. That would be, it would be unfortunate to happen. Alongside that, there have been some other things going on in the background. Mainly, I'm getting burned out on things. More of like a personal note, Dark Souls 1 just kind of burned me out on doing things. We did so much recording for Dark Souls 1, co-op chat, and other things like that, that I just got sick and tired of doing anything. In fact, I stopped playing Xbox in general for like a month and a half because I was so tired of playing games. I just needed to do something else, so I took to, watching Twitch streams and, reading and things like that. Something different. I needed a break from it all. And now, with my current setup being, 50-50 on whether or not it's going to work, it kind of has destroyed any motivation I had to do any new content. There are some series that I have in the works. I made mention in BioShock there was a game I had planned on playing. I want to continue playing BioShock 1 because I've never finished it. We also have Dark Souls 2, so there's at least 3 games right there that have been out that I want to play, as well as Destiny 2 coming out very, very soon, way sooner than later. So there's 4 games right there that I have to look forward to in the near future. I'm trying to get something figured out for Destiny 2 specifically. I have to get some kind of, temporary solution figured out for Destiny 2, because with my current setup right now, there's no way I can actually reliably do anything with Destiny 2, which worries me because I'm very excited to play it, but like I said, I can't reliably do anything and make content on it. So that's going to be something I have to worry about for now. My issue is it's all going to be relatively expensive. If any of you have ever looked to buying a good or higher-end gaming PC, they do not come cheap. So that's going to be something I have to invest in the near future. I had planned on buying one, relatively soon, but with the partial explosion to my current setup, it's going to be sooner than later, and that's, finance is fun. Money is always fun to mess with. So that's interesting. Between the setup kind of breaking in half, Destiny 2 coming out very soon, and my own getting burned out on doing anything, it's kind of made this perfect storm of content has kind of trickled down to almost a stop. The other thing I wanted to talk about a little bit was the upload schedule. I've been doing 1 video a day pretty much for the last few months, maybe a couple years. I don't remember exactly when I stopped doing 2 videos a day and went down to 1 video a day. I think there was a period of time when I was doing a video every other day. I've tried every kind of thing, and I felt pretty comfortable with the video every day with the speed at which I was being able to record at the time. But now it's almost impossible to record enough content to upload at that schedule. So I'm thinking about slowing it down to every other day or every couple of days. I don't want it to be like a once a week thing, because that just seems too slow to me, but maybe, nothing less than twice a week, basically, at least until I can get things figured out. The worst thing you can do when something is stressful is to push the issue more. So when things are kind of rough right now, I kind of want to slow things down and not have the added stress of worrying about a daily upload with a setup that I can't record daily. Now, on the side of that, I can stream from my Xbox, so I might actually start streaming a lot more since I can't upload as frequently, and that is just a hassle in and of itself on every step of the process. I thought that I could, balance that out with doing some Twitch streams. I haven't streamed in quite some time, and I kind of want to get back into it. It's a very enjoyable thing, and it's kind of fun to mess around with. I do prefer doing it from a computer as opposed to just from the Xboxes. Then I can have, music playing, and there can be, on-screen notifications. But for the time being, I figure if I can stream from the Xbox, I might as well do that if the content's going to slow down. Which means overall, you're kind of getting the same amount of stuff going on. It'll be relatively the same amount of things. It'll just be on different sites. If you want more updates on that, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. Link in the description. You can probably figure out what the @ is for that one. But like I said, I figured I will try streaming a little bit more frequently, at least every couple of days, every other day. Maybe I'll upload one day and stream the day that I'm not, a video won't go up, just to kind of balance things out. I don't know yet. I've been kind of balancing this. But the other thing I wanted to talk about, it kind of leans in with the whole being burned out on things. Kat and I have been discussing things, and Kat's very, very careful about keeping me in a good mental state. He's kind of like my balancing. He's my rock, basically. He worries about me and wants to make sure that I'm not going insane, because the last thing he needs is for me to go insane. So he's been watching me recently and kind of been telling me, hey, you're putting a lot of effort into what's going on, but you want to try streaming on Twitch instead of doing YouTube, because of how YouTube is lately, with the adpocalypse and just in general. Maybe things haven't been going so great on YouTube recently. Maybe you want to try Twitch streaming. Maybe that's a more reliable thing to do. And I agree with him. I do like doing both, a little bit of YouTube, a little bit of Twitch. It's pretty fun. I do enjoy doing both of those things. The other side of that is he has been seeing me put myself into like a stress-induced coma, basically, over trying to get videos out and trying to get things done. The last few episodes from Dark Souls 1, the finale and the previous couple episodes of that were kind of off. You might have noticed they were a little bit more quiet because I was stressed out to the maximum for those. For whatever reason, it wears on you. Most people will think you're just sitting there playing video games, talking with your friend, but there's so much other stuff you have to think about, and I'm not even on, like, the professional level, I don't have all of, like, the extra shit most people do. I'm not like a professional streamer where you turn your stream off and then you have a bunch of business to take care of, or, a professional YouTuber where you have to do a bunch of stuff like Game Grumps and things. You've got, companies here and doing this and making sure episodes go out twice a day and all that stuff, and a bunch of people editing for you and all that nonsense. I don't have all that, but it definitely wears on you if you do it too much. So with what's been happening with my setup partially exploding and my burning out on playing video games, in general, Kat came to me and he's like, maybe it's time you just take a break from things, just take some time for yourself, recollect, recharge, get back to being excited and being happy, and, get back to not being stressed out about everything. And I think he's right. I think it would be a good time now to take some time, because like I said, with Destiny 2 coming out in September, the last, bit of time I have to really, kind of collect myself is August, and August is now. So that's a thing. So I want to take a little bit of time in August to kind of chill. So if you notice that August is kind of light on uploads, it's for multiple reasons. One, I don't have a ton of videos in the backlog to upload prior to the explosion. Like I said, recording is incredibly difficult and unreliable currently, so doing anything right now is kind of a crapshoot of whether or not it's going to work at all, which kind of makes me not want to do anything because it's a 50-50 shot of whether it's going to work or not, and that's just kind of crappy. The other thing is I'm just burned out on playing games and doing anything. And I know that sounds lazy, but it's worn me down to the point where it's like I'm losing sleep at night, not sleeping well, and even, my best friend is concerned about me just from how I talk about things. So all of those things combined, and with Destiny 2 coming out next month, I kind of want to take a little break. There won't be no content, there's still going to be stuff, like I said. An upload schedule of every other day is kind of where I was going to go with everything. The daily thing was kind of wearing thin on, my patience, but an every other day I think would work a little bit better for what's going on. It would give, the editing a little bit more time, a couple more passes on things, and then at least you wouldn't be, there wouldn't be like the late sleepless nights of like, I gotta get this video out, and then it goes out at like midnight, right? So those kind of things I kind of want to shift, give more time for videos to be edited. If a video needs a couple extra passes, there is time allotted for that. So all in all, I kind of want to just kind of move everything towards a thing like that, and every other day, give things more time, kind of chill on the stuff that will give me a bit of a break that I need for charging up for Destiny 2. And it will also give me time to say, Twitch stream here and there, and I don't have to worry about, recording a video every single day or multiple times a day, and then having nothing work. Because if I stream, I know it'll work. Recording's 50-50. Everything's a fucking mess, and I'm a mess because of it. So all that stuff going on, like I said, that's just kind of what's been going on. I have to get something figured out for Destiny 2, because there's no way I can do anything with it with my current setup. So like I said, it's not stopping. There's not going to be an end to content. I could just be like, fuck it, nothing's coming out into Destiny 2 and then take a month off, but I feel like I would go insane not doing something. So I'll try to get something out. Like I said, there is a backlog. So there are a couple episodes of Co-op Chat. I know at least of one that I think can exist out of, the couple hours that we recorded of it. Not everything's going to be in there. It's just necessary stuff, quote unquote necessary stuff. There's just some random nonsense we recorded in Dark Souls 1 New Game Plus that may or may not go out, and there's some other things that could probably be uploaded as well. So like I said, there's a couple videos that can go out, over the course of the next couple weeks, but at a much slower upload rate than you're probably used to from me. And on top of that, I can probably Twitch stream, because that's a much more much more relaxed kind of environment. So expect to see that, you know, a slower upload schedule, possible Twitch streams, and I will probably be back in full swing for Destiny 2 come September. So hopefully this doesn't just destroy everything I've been trying to do. But, you know, I think August is going to be a slow month. That's basically where we're at with it. August is going to be a slow month, and then we'll come back in full swing in September, hopefully. Like I said, I'm going to try to get a computer, a real computer, you know, a gaming PC. Maybe I can start playing PC games and, you know, actually stream at a higher quality, and that would be perfect. If I could just run into, like, $5,000, that would be wonderful. You know, buy a $3,000 PC or something, you know, it would be fantastic if I could just wake up one morning and there could just be 10 grand sitting on my desk and be like, oh, I can buy a PC now. You know, you don't need a $10,000 PC, let me tell you that right now. You don't need it. You do not need a $10,000 PC. You can get away with like 2 grand, it's fine. But basically, I'm looking at trying to get a PC in the near future, a much nearer future than I had originally intended. And the thing is, it's like, do I just kind of, you know, put some duct tape on the current setup and hope which one's going to be more expensive? I'm balancing finance and doing all that stuff, and it's just a mess. There's a bunch of shit in the background I don't even want to talk about, so that's fun. So in order to spare you the obnoxious details of what's going on, that's essentially what's happening. I'm burned out personally and mentally from just how much we've been doing stuff lately, and just video games in general have just kind of taken their toll on me currently. There will be a slower upload schedule in August due to unforeseen circumstances with my computer partially exploding and the ability to upload being very, very unreliable. That being said, I can still stream, which I will probably start doing from my Xbox, which will be, you know, a lower quality stream, but at least there's something happening. You know, at least I'm doing something, and I kind of wanted to stream anyway. Maybe get some of that affiliate program. You know, get into that affiliate. That'd be interesting. Hopefully we can do that. That'd be kind of cool if we got into affiliate. So goal affiliate. That's the next thing. While YouTube is burning into the ground because people can't stop swearing, I'm gonna go over to Twitch and get affiliates so people can throw bits at me. No, it's not gonna happen. Anyway, that's pretty much the state of what's going on. I just wanted to give you guys kind of an idea. I try not to like talk about things that aren't in videos too much. You know, I'm much more of a like play a video game and talk about penises than I am you know, talking about anything going on in the background. I feel like people go to YouTube and they go to these kind of things, you know, they watch channels like the Game Grumps and, you know, Markiplier and, you know, Let's Players in general, you know, Achievement Hunter, and they go on Twitch and watch, you know, the people on there to kind of escape the real world. You know, they don't go to Twitch and YouTube to, you know, hear about politics and hear about people's troubles and things like that. And I try to keep that kind of stuff out of it. You know, if we make a, you know, a wayward joke about the current climate of whatever's going on, then that's fine for humor purposes, but dedicating an entire video to talking about like, man, life sucks and everything's miserable and I stubbed my toe and meh, you know, that kind of stuff I don't like doing very often. But I figured I'd owe it to the people that do, you know, come back every couple days or every day and check out what's going on, and maybe people are like, what's going on? There haven't been a lot of videos lately. I've been noticing you've been slacking there, Veritas. I'm like, I'm sorry. Shit's exploding. So that's what's been going on. So I will try to figure out what's going on. If things slow down, that's why. Like I said, follow me on Twitter or Twitch if you want to do it there. I'll announce Twitch stuff on Twitter. That's how that works. So follow me on Twitter for more things if you want to keep up to date on things. I'll try to update more on there. This is the only video I want to make on this. That's why it's long and obnoxiously whiny. But that's it. That's pretty much all I have for you. I'll try to get some stuff figured out in terms of like, there are a few videos I have planned. There are some series I want to do. Like I said, there are at least 4 games in the near future that I want to play. That, you know, aren't of old. We're not gonna upload Dark Souls 2 right now just because there's been a lot of Dark Souls recently. So we're gonna take a break from Dark Souls a little bit. Maybe that'll come out scarily, that might be coming out next year. Dark Souls 2 might be next year at this rate. Because I'm looking at the near future being Destiny 2 will be a big game, and while that's being uploaded, I'll probably do something like BioShock or the other game that I had mentioned trying to play, another horror style game, so that should be interesting. Outlast 2, I still could go back and play it, but I have very little interest in continuing that for right now. But we'll figure it out. There will be stuff. I'll let you guys know on Twitter what's going on. If you were concerned as to why things were slowing down, this is why. Unforeseen circumstances happen to the best of us, and even me, the worst of us. So that's life for you. So if you're wondering why, that's why. If you're looking towards the future, I hope to see you guys back when videos do eventually go out. Like I said, August will be a slow month because of unforeseen circumstances, and hopefully we'll be back in full swing come, Destiny 2 in September. So thank you guys so much for listening and watching whatever happens to be in the background of this. It's completely unrelated, and I don't know what it is, so that's fun. But like I said, thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Thank you for continuing to make what I do here fun and enjoyable, commenting and liking, and, if you do share a video with a friend, I hope you guys get a laugh out of the things that cause us pain, like accidentally getting the wrong ending in Dark Souls 1, spoiler. But that being said, that's essentially it. So thank you guys so much for listening. And, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, a rating would be much appreciated. Leave a comment below if you care to. And other than that, it's going to be it for me. So I will see you guys in the next video, whatever that may be. And, yeah, as always, until next time.